Hey, what's up everyone? This is Julian from the Binary Lab. Oh crap, I just forgot to share this video on my various pages. And by the way, if you're not already subscribing to my channel, click the subscribe button. And also, I have my Facebook page link in the video description and my personal Facebook there as well. So you can follow me on both of those. So anyway, in this video, we're going to talk about how to win more trades and sticking to the game plan. So if any of you saw the thumbnail for this video, basically it's a screenshot of a video I took of myself over the weekend when I was out at tennis courts and slugging against my regular sparring partner and so over the weekend I wanted to relate with you an experience I had on the tennis court, and it's so relevant to trading, I tell you. And the reason for that is because it's about sticking to the game plan. So do you want to win more trades? How many of you want to win more trades in your binary on your forex? And uh, you may have ever considered creating something like a trading plan or a game plan, but never actually stuck to it. So I want to share with you an experience, a real life experience that I had over the weekend while I was playing doubles. So it was after my weekly sparring session where I hire a uni kid to kind of knock balls around with for an hour or so, and then I played a doubles match right after that. So on this weekend's double match, when I saw my two doubles partners, like because we have like at this tennis center where I go on the weekends, there's like there are two courts that are being used for, you know, every Sunday different people will just come in and do some kind of a tennis mixer thing. So um, when I was hitting around warm ups with the two guys, they were my on the other side of the net. I realized that they had a weakness against heavy spin balls. They were the worst people to rally with, and no offense, but uh, you know I just felt like an idiot, hitting normal rallies with them because the way they hit the ball back, it was so off pace, and it had no spin. So I immediately realized that if they hit off pace and no spin, they probably will have a problem if I tried to force my game on them. So rather than me playing into their off pace and no spin game, what if I just put some heavy spin on the shots? And true enough, they couldn't return it. So I immediately created a game plan for myself. Throughout this doubles match, I was going to use heavy spins on both, on like my forehands and the backhands. I'll do heavy spins on both. And on my serves, I would just, do heavy spins as well. Because I noticed that the way they're hitting, because of the little or no spin that they have on the ball, most probably the way they're hitting it is like a continental grip. For those of you who play tennis, it's one of the more older types of more, I wouldn't say old fashioned, but it was kind of like a more orthodox way of holding the racket. In the days where people were holding those small wooden faced rackets and hitting on lawn tennis courts, you kind of get the picture, right? So I decided that if I use a very modern style heavy spin game against them, it will work out very well. And true enough, they had a lot of trouble returning my serves. And I tell you that even though because my partner made kind of mistakes, I didn't know my partner very well on for this match. It was a tennis mixer, right? So uh, you know he was okay. Wasn't good or bad, but he made a couple of mistakes here and there, and I generally held my serves and I was able to break serves sometimes. Eventually, we won the game 6-3. But I need to tell you that towards the end, when I was getting match point, I was getting more excited and anxious, and when I was serving to basically whole serve on the games that I served, I was getting kind of itchy to really flatten it out, and just try and throw some aces. But I asked myself, um, I'm already getting very easy points with these heavy spins kick serves, and I was also getting easy points because these people were struggling to return when I hit heavy top spins to their backhand side. So what is the point of changing the way that is working well? Because who knows? I mean, I was surprised because the opponent that I had, he was a fantastic server. He had really good flat and spin serves, but his returns were just like his partner, which both of them were hitting like continental grip, no spin, off pace. And I felt that what if I did a flat serve? Maybe, for all I know, I will be spending more energy and they hit it back a lot more easily. So there's no point. And as the games went by, when I had opportunities to close out the match, I was feeling the tension uh, against myself because I really wanted to just muscle in those super hard sonic serves, and I wanted to flatten out on the ball. But I told myself, um, as much I actually started double faulting toward the end because I was not really doing what my mind wanted to do. My body wanted to sorry no my mind was not doing what my body wanted to do. I wanted to really, like, I could feel myself and imagine myself like slamming out some really hard shots, but you know um, my mind say no, that's not the right thing to do. So I eventually started to imagine myself continuing those heavy spin serves and imagine the opponent not being able to return it, and eventually I finished the when I closed off. I served to close the match, and it was the most boring game ever. The last game of the match was the most boring game, but did I win? Yes, I did. And it didn't take a lot of time, it did not take a lot of effort. But if I had played a different way, I could have actually, spent more effort, and I could possibly also have given them more chance to win points from me. Because if I, instead of hitting like heavy spin shots and I hit flat shots that were low, maybe they will have a better chance of hitting it as it would be within the strike zone. So, how is this related to trading? Um, it's kind of very related because we all know that sometimes when you guys follow a trading method, you get results along the way, and you somehow get kind of bored and you get impatient and you feel that, oh, this is you get what I'm saying. This is getting too dull for your taste, and you just have that temptation to click the button a couple more times. You have the temptation to up your stakes, and when you do, what happens? So there are two things that I would like you to do if you're currently struggling with, you know, um, winning more or profiting more. The interesting thing is I already talked about this in my one of my previous recent videos about how to increase your profitability. And it's interesting enough, most people are already profitable in terms of the win rate, just that your money management is off, and that's why you're not making money. And like what I said, when I related the story of me on over this weekend, playing that tennis match in doubles, and I decided to play it really boring. I knew what my opponent's weakness was. I created a game plan for myself and stuck to it firmly. Um, and basically, that brought the results, which could have been very different if I had played in a more flamboyant style that felt good to me but did not produce the result. So at the end of the day, when you trade, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want to get the thrill of trading, or do you want to make money? Okay. Unfortunately, you have to choose one, because in trading, you either get the thrill and you may win or lose money, or you are chill and you make money. So which would you rather have? Okay. uh, some of you will probably be thinking, I want the thrill, I want to make money at the same time. But unfortunately, when you get the thrills, most people get the thrills of trading when they're doing something wrong, like what they call the forbidden fruit, right? And this is more like a gambler's high. It's also known as a gambler's high, so to speak. And do you want to be known as a gambler, or do you want to be known as a trader? It is very exciting to gamble, but may not be very exciting to trade. Today I gave you an example about tennis, but some of you may be able to relate better with poker. Okay? So by the way, I haven't played poker too many times in my life, but the times that I have, I've always been, either the last man standing or the second last to go. And the reason for that is because while a lot of people out there, when they play poker, And in Asia, people like to play poker in get-togethers with friends, and a lot of people play just for the thrill of it, and they play with the mindset that they're going to lose, but they're going to have a lot of fun losing. But for me, I have a lot of stress winning. So it's different. Either a lot of stress or I have a lot of boredom just trying to win. I don't see any way how poker is fun. And that's me. But the reason for that is because if I play to win. And if you're trading, have that game plan, stick to the game plan. However boring it is, okay? You can have your fun someplace else. I know this may not be what you want to hear, but this is what you have to hear. So from today, if you're going to be trading, I would like to invite you to go out there and stick to a game plan. Whether your game plan involves using certain strategies and not other strategies, or using a fixed money management instead of a variable one, giving yourself rules on only being able to trade once per minute rather than multiple times per minute. If this is your trading plan, stick to it. And I would like to hear from you how the results work out for you in the comments. It's not going to be comfortable. It may be counterintuitive. It may go against what you know best. It may go against what you really want to do. But again, you have to always ask yourselves, what is your objective? In the first place, did you hit your daily trading goal? What is your daily trading goal? And once you hit the daily trading goal, what can you do? So I know there's going to be some of you that you still want the thrill of being able to mess around, the thrill of being able to go big. You know, it's like we're not going home until we go big on our trading. But if that is your mindset, I tell you something else that you can try to do. Instead of that, let's say if today my profit target is 5%, then you hit your 5%, and after you hit that 5%, you're gonna trade like super small. So maybe your trades that make you money, maybe your goal was if every like if every 1% was $50, so you made your daily $250, and now it's time to have some fun. If you want to have some fun, you can do $1-2 trades. You can spam click the thing as much as you probably want to do, but even in the worst case scenario, it's not going to have a massive effect on the way that you trade. Another thing that you can possibly do as well is that, and this is by the way only something you can do if the broker is executing very fast. For example, like Pocket Option, which I have in the video description, or Binary.com. These two, they have very fast execution. By the way, I just want to give a general announcement because I know a couple of you are watching my videos. You may have realized that in the recent times, IQ option execution has been getting worse. So just bear with it. Over the next 2 weeks, I've actually had a conversation with them, and they're actually looking into implementing, some upgrades to make the execution quicker. So within the next 2 weeks, you may see that disconnected from server message pop up a little bit more often, and this is the reason why. So I just want to warn you in advance. I mean, IQ is very committed to giving traders a good trading experience, and I'm happy to know that they're aware of the problem and doing something about it. But in the meantime, uh, if it's driving you nuts, you may also try Pocket Option. You may also try Binary.com, because the execution is literally literally fast. Okay, so this basically brings me to the end of this video, and I hope I've been able to give you an idea of how important it is in a very day-to-day perspective. So more announcements as well. Uh, like for those of you who use my Pocket Option link to start up an account with Pocket Option and you wish to be part of my copy trading group, okay, please head over to my Facebook page and send my admin message and let them know. The minimum for being able to join that copy trading group, which I have a Facebook group, a Telegram, and a private members forum, is a deposit of 100 and above. So it's very, very minimal. And like today, oh, I forgot to tell you, actually, I told you in the beginning. So today was a roll, and yeah, I might make a different video on that, but today was a roll. One of the traders that we copied, he did whew, like 89% win. So that's actually in the group. So anyway, that's all for now, and Good training.